Hello, my name is Kevin Coleman, Marketing Director of Thoughts Magazine, a publication of Young Men Strong. Welcome to this issue of Inside Thoughts, where we profile one of our extraordinary men of color who is featured in the current issue of Thoughts Magazine. Today, we're speaking with an incredible author who has created a literary work, and it's based on true events. An excellent book called Three Wishes. Our author today is Edward Harrison. Edward, we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you carving out some time to talk to us today. We're really excited about getting a chance to find out more about your work.
My pleasure.
We really wanted to start our conversation by learning a little bit about this creative work of yours, Three Wishes. And we thought we might start just by asking, what is this story, Three Wishes, about?
Well, every time I answer that question, it's a little different or a little more than the last time. And I think that's basically because the book is about a lot of things. Love, it's about friendship, it's about decisions, it's about consequences, it's about you, it's about me. In general, it's just about life.
Something people can relate to.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what inspired you to write Three Wishes?
Well, there's a long answer and there's a short answer.
Okay.
The short answer is my children. My children inspired me to write this book about Three Wishes because as a parent and watching them grow and watching the relationships that they develop, as they grow, and journey through life, I noticed there's a real shift or difference in values that they have today, what they value today, as opposed to what me and you and, people older than us may have valued in the past.
Okay.
As a parent, children, they don't want to hear you saying, the same things over and over to them, year after year.
Right.
So you got to kind of be creative and find a way to get into their world. And I think Three Wishes was that way.
Okay, so to pass something on to the next generation.
Yes.
So that's the short answer.
That's the short answer.
Okay, so what's the long answer?
The long answer is and now follow me, because these are my thoughts, things that I think about every day.
Okay.
I look at life and I look at society and what we're going through now, things like Medicaid, things like the growing gap between the haves and the have-nots. And I think about the solutions that have been proposed or even put into place. Well, they're all products of man. So in my thinking, man is a fundamental part or component of any solution that we put in place.
Oh.
So if we're bad people, then our solutions, no matter how good it may be on the outside, it's not going to work. It's going to be a bad solution. So in order to make anything work, I think first we have to be better as people.
Okay, pretty profound.
Yes.
Okay, great. So now it's interesting that by profession you're not a writer. Okay, you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You've been in the hair industry for a number of years. I've known you for some time. So what really gave you the writing bug? What gave you the impetus to think that I should write a book?
Well, this may be another strange answer, but this goes all the way back to junior high, maybe even before that. I'm not sure the age, but I remember taking a shop class when I was in school. In this particular class, they were teaching us how books are made. So we made books. They, took us through the whole process, and we made this book. Well, as a child, you're anxious to go home and show your parents what you did.
Right.
So I took my book home and I gave my book to my mother. And the first thing she said to me was, okay, this is great. I'm going to hold this until you're ready to write, because this is going to be your first book. And so all those years, I guess somewhere in the back of my mind, that bug was, was already planted. That seed was already planted.
Okay. So your mom planted the seed, and it came to fruition in incredible creative work.
Exactly.
That's good. That's really good
Exactly.
stuff. Well, Three Wishes, of course, is based on true events. So there's a degree of realism woven into the story. Okay. So what messages would you hope that your readers would get when they read Three Wishes?
The message I really want them to get is that everything that we do is important. Every decision we make has an impact on not just us,
Right.
on others. And that impact is either positive or it's negative. But either way, we need to be aware of this, because whether we like it or not, we share this entire planet. We share our neighborhoods. We share the blocks we live on. And what we do is going to impact other people.
Oh, okay. Pretty strong message.
Yeah, I really believe that.
Okay. Well, of course, you are coming up in the current issue of Thoughts magazine. So anyone that reads your article will get a chance to learn about the life story of Edward Harrison. But tell me something about Edward Harrison, the man, that might become apparent to us when we read Three Wishes.
Okay, this is tough to acknowledge, but I did have a friend of mine who read the book, and one of the things that she said to me after she read the book was, "You're sensitive, huh?"
Okay.
So I mean, you don't really want to openly acknowledge that you're sensitive,
Right, with guys,
as a guy,
Right, okay.
but that seems to be what came across to her, and in the long run, and when I really considered what her interpretation of the book was and the message that I intended, I'd have to say, yeah, I am sensitive to some things.
Okay.
And these are some of the things in the book are things that I am sensitive to.
Okay, so sensitivity or heightened awareness.
Yeah, heightened awareness
Okay.
is better.
All right, good. Well, Three Wishes sounds like a very entertaining work with a rich message. How can someone get a copy of Three Wishes?
Well, it's funny you should ask. You can get a copy of Three Wishes today. It's available online at a site called createspace.com.
Okay.
That is createspace.com, and it is available immediately. It is available now.
You came ready, huh?
I'm ready.
Okay, that's good stuff. Well, if you want to experience this intriguing, powerful story straight out of the streets of South Philly, but from the incredible creative mind of Edward Harrison, the author, go pick up a copy of Three Wishes at the site that he just gave you. But if you want to find out about the incredible life story of Edward Harrison, the man, and then read his article in the upcoming issue of Thoughts magazine, you can go to www.youngmenstrong.com to get a copy of Thoughts magazine. We really want to thank our author for joining us today, Mr. Edward Harrison. We think you have an incredible work. I've had a chance to read it. I was very entertained by the book. It was a really good book in my view, and we wish you all the success and with your book Three Wishes and any kind of literary work that's coming after that. I think you're a very talented writer. Thank you again for coming with us.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for joining us.